Can you feel the wobble?
Hello everyone and welcome to the UNISON tent. My name is Shelley and I'm the chair of UNISON's South East Young Members Forum. I hope everybody's having a really good time at GuilFest and enjoying the music here in the tent. Today we're going to be talking about why trade unions are important to young workers.
Young workers are some of the most likely groups of individuals to be low paid, to be in dangerous jobs and possibly suffer from harassment and bullying, feeling undervalued and ignored.
It is absolutely crucial that the young members are involved because, as has already been stated, we are the future. This is going to be our country. We're going to be the ones inheriting it, we're going to be the ones running it, and people need to be involved in trade unions for that reason. We have to be shaping the policies, we have to be pushing the government, getting involved more in politics, making ourselves more aware, more educated, and just getting as informed as possible to make our arguments and our points of view strong and get them across to the people that need to hear how we feel.
The best way to do this is to speak with one voice, and the strength of this voice depends on you. It relies on you to speak for a collective, to speak for the greater good, and to keep this momentum going, to keep this relationship with our employers strong. We need everybody. After all, this is your life, and if you want to take part in the decisions that are going to affect it, you need to be part of this movement.
Young people need to find an avenue to come together and demand the future is theirs and the future changes from the mess we currently see it as. And the place for that, as I'm sure people who are going to speak here today, is to tell you that the young person's role for those reasons is in your trade union. Thank you.
We're called Occam's Razor. It's great to be here at the UNISON tent. I had the privilege of doing this about 2 years ago as a solo artist, and it was a lot of fun. UNISON guys do good.
Well, it's going to get rough. Well, the people you might say. Well, it's going to get rough. Well, the people you might say. Well, it's going to get rough. Well, the people you might say. Well, it's going to get rough. Well, the people you might say.
If I'm gonna stay, we're gonna have to fight to come around. I think you got the mood swings. If I'm gonna stay, we're gonna have to fight to come around. I think you got the mood swings. If I'm gonna stay, we're gonna have to find some common ground now. We're gonna have to find some common ground now. Gonna have to find some common ground now, baby. Oh yeah.
The NHS is a great and unique organisation, and I believe that privatisation presents one of its greatest threats. I don't think I could talk about the privatisation without talking about the NHS staff, and that is the greatest resource of the NHS. And the NHS works a lot because of the goodwill of its staff and the morale within the NHS. It's not a service that people go into because they believe that they're going to make their fortunes. Okay, we do the job because we enjoy the job and we believe in the service that we're providing. Privatisation presents a real threat to not only the morale of staff, and that's happening already across the country, but also to the terms and conditions for staff, NHS pensions. People know that they're never going to achieve a fantastic salary, but at least they have some security in their future in knowing that they will be looked after in their retirement. And privatisation would abolish that scheme and all of the terms and conditions that we've worked and fought hard for over the years.
We need you to leave this tent and tell everybody else that you bump into that there's some really important issues being debated here. We've got staff here who are willing to talk. We've got volunteers willing to talk about their rights, their wishes and their demands, that we will have 1 million voices for change. Sign up and join us. The Voices are campaigning for social justice, which is help for those who are in these times facing redundancy, not getting the bonuses of the banks, but facing real job losses, real hardship. We're looking for good jobs for people who want to stay in the public sector, not the poorly paid, very, very poor terms and conditions that are offered in return for these nice profits that seem to be floating around out there pretending to do the job we already do really, really well. And good quality public services, getting your postal deliveries in the morning, on time, in good time, not as they would have it, sold off to somebody else. Having your home care workers be there for you when you need them.